What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to observe how much money was lost in just 2 days. 2 days. This could have paid for our reparations. But instead, it just got wiped out on Wall Street over Donald Trump's tariffs. Boy, has this been one hell of a week, for real. So, Trump put up a wall between the U.S. economy and the rest of the world and tanked the market. One person tanked the global market. But my focus is in the U.S. on this one. So he literally destroyed $6.6 trillion in market value this week. Wow. If you are breathing on this earth, if you're not North Korea or Russia, then you're definitely feeling the effects of these tariffs, because it has impacted nearly every single good on the planet. And big tech, woo, boy, they took a big black eye this week. I did another video. In 2 days, big tech lost $1.8 trillion. So that was big, but, don't cry for them. They still have plenty of money. And who was hit? Meta and Apple. Boeing. Devon Energy. Apollo Global Management lost a fifth of their value. And a lot of these Trump donors that were heavily invested in the market lost big. They lost big. When it was all over, the Dow Jones Industrial Average had lost 3,000 points for the week, or 7.9%. So, this has been a nightmare. NASDAQ had plunged 10% into a bear market. That's why I got a bear in my avatar on this one. Meaning the index had fallen 20% from its previous high. The S&P 500 sank 9.1%. Look, y'all, this is very significant. Over a 2-day period for something like this to happen is huge. And you're not even talking about what the outlook is going to be next week, because the markets may be down for a while. So the Magnificent Seven group, large tech stocks, lost $1.6 trillion in market value. And this is according to Dow Jones. There's a lot of confused, scared, and angry people out there. Yes, there is. For Wall Street traders, money managers, and bankers, a week that had began with the anxious lead up to what Trump touted as Liberation Day ended with dread. I don't know who feels liberated. Anybody out there feel liberated? You may have to get some medical attention if you do. After a steep decline Thursday, the Dow fell 2,200 points Friday. China's retaliation against Trump's tariffs raised the threat of protracted global trade war. Yeah, they levied a 34% tariff back on the US, you know, and this 34% tariff that China put on the US goes into effect on April 10th. China played it wrong. They panicked. This is what Donald Trump said. I doubt if anybody's going to listen to Donald Trump at this point, especially other nations that are impacted by this. Okay, so the president across the board levies on goods imported from virtually every U.S. trading partner left investors shaken and fearful of a recession. They are struggling to envision what the world will look like a month from now, much less a year from now. We're in a period of self-induced vomiting. That is the best way I can describe it. So, this is Callie Cox, Chief Marketing Strategist. So, the benchmarks fell further on Friday, even after the Labor Department delivered a surprisingly good job report for March. So obviously, the markets are just simply not taking P's and Q's today from the labor data whatsoever. This is entirely around the China, retaliating with their own tariffs. Even veterans of Wall Street are feeling the stress of the moment and the start of perhaps the most turbulent and uncertain times in the market in years. And of course, it just goes into a lot of, people that are very concerned about what they're looking at in the, in the stock market. And, folks are afraid. They are afraid. And y'all, in 2 days, a lot of people that invested a big chunk of their income into Wall Street lost big. They have lost big. A lot of our clients are very nervous. We've been telling them to focus on the long term. They couldn't find a single positive report out there. Even the most bullish economists turned sour on the latest tariff move. So, right now, there's not many people talking positive about the market, no matter where they are on the globe. You're not going to find a lot of economists saying anything good about the market right now. So, y'all, just let me know what you think about this. That is a lot of money to be hemorrhaging in a 2-day period. I don't even think, even if I lived a lifetime, I don't think I could spend $6.6 trillion. And I certainly wouldn't be able to lose it in 2 days. I'm just saying. So, y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think, because it looks very bleak right now. And there's a lot of hard feelings towards Donald Trump out golfing during this time. You know, it's like he jacks everything up and then runs. And this is going to hit him right between the eyes when he goes back to DC. People are not going to hold back on how they feel. And, you know, the hand off protests are today. And I'm definitely going to keep up with what's going on. But on the other hand, my uncle's funeral is also today. So I'm not going to be there, but I am going to watch it online. So I have to do some scheduling maneuvers to get everything in that I want to do, today. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.